Hey folks, Siam here. Hope you're well. I just thought I'd make a quick video following on from my post last night. But also, by the way, my proper Twitter handle is @SiamKid. I've seen probably about 6 or 7 fake ones in the last couple of weeks of, Siam Kid 1 or Siam Kid Official. They're just doing crypto scams, so yeah, don't fall for it. The post I put here last night was basically is a bit of a a cautionary tale, because I'm a massive fan of CAS, as you all know, but because you're a fan of something, it doesn't mean that the thing is not going to have healthy pullbacks, just like Bitcoin did over here when it got a bit over-egged and everyone thought it was back to the moon, but it didn't. Now I know some people probably say, oh yeah, but this is different, this is revolutionary tech, it's the beginning of the bull market, etc. Well, guess what? This was the beginning of the Bitcoin bull season. So, and so looking, I guess the reasoning behind it is that I have my fractal cycles, as you know, or if you may not know, but even if you haven't seen my cycles, what you can see when you zoom out on CAS is that it's had 3 proper explosive rallies. So if you go back to the first one, and I apologise if you've seen this before, repetition is the mother of learning, so hey ho. So trap 5 around the all-time high, you then have an explosive breakout for 2 weeks, 28 bars, we're on the 12-hour candle here, chart here, and then it has basically let's put it on the daily chart, it'll be easier. Then we have a 33-day bear market, and so you have and again, I guess you can also draw some sort of like compression there. It always creates some sort of mini double top and then bottoms out, and then you're into the next one. So trap 5 around the all-time high, it then pumps up hard for 2 weeks, literally 2 weeks on the dot. It pulls back, makes that little double top pattern over here, very similar to before. We've got this, boom, double top, and then down. But guess what? It makes that symmetrical compression, which technically, symmetrical compression is a 50-50 breakout, or probability either way. But when it's in a bull market, it's about 60% to the upside, 40 to the downside. But anyway, here we had a 51-day bear market, or retrace, let's say. It's not really a bear market. And that's because we have the extending cycles, which I mentioned in my other video. So just scroll back in my profile, I've put loads of stuff here. And then that leads us to now. The previous trap 5, around the all-time highs. I was expecting a 2-week breakout. I was wrong. It was 15 days. I was a day out, but pretty close. So we've got the pre-high 6, which I called accurately, or I think so far it looks like that. And then we had the all-time high 7. Remember that the all-time high 7 is always only a smidge above the pre-high 6. Pre-high 6, all-time high 7. And again, in the previous one, pre-high 6, 7, and then game over. So when I saw, oh dear Lord, here we go. So when I saw this pre-high 6 and this zooming into, above 15 cents, I was like, yeah, this is it. So I started sidestepping at 15 cents. Anyway, so where are we now? We've got this symmetrical compression, very similar to before. So that's all I'm saying, folks, that, don't be surprised that we could have a bit of a slide down for the next couple of months. I know, yes, spot ETFs are there, but the thing is, if every man and dog is aware of the spot ETF launch and it happens, often you'll see that positive news and means the market actually does the opposite of what you think. Now, personally, I don't really give a shit which direction it goes, because if it goes down, we know it's going to be short term, because it's just going to be lovely buying opportunities for people in the sidelines, and there are a lot of people in the sidelines that missed out on all of this, and they're looking to get in down here maybe. And also the fundamentals. I mean, we've got to like position 27 in market cap. All fair launch, no pre-mine, no VCs, no help, nothing. All in a bear market. So yeah, don't get me wrong, I know all the fundamentals. I know we've got 10 blocks per second coming. We've got a major listing, potentially Binance over the next number of months, because that's normally what happens after a futures listing. but again, I'm not counting on it. And then we've got, you know, Dag Knight and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, the fundamentals are there, and we're about to enter the Bitcoin bull market, but it doesn't mean that we can't just have a bit of a slide over for the next, you know, month or so. So just chill out. I'm not selling anymore. I've literally got my bags in, had a nice little uplift in the pot. I'm just going to sit tight now. So that's all I'm saying, folks. Hope that makes sense. And also that it's funny because most of the time the market just follows Bitcoin. Okay, so we have, you know, Bitcoin and ETH. They have their two, you know, price actions. They're like brother and sister in terms of price action. Then the whole alt market just copies them. So every other market looks exactly the same. But we've got a new sort of pattern here. We've got the CAS sort of pattern where, you know, big explosive move, some sort of compression here. And also, if you look at BitTensor, we've also got the same sort of picture here. We've got massive overextension, followed by some sort of compression here. Again, I mean, I'm in Tau. I love Tau. I'm not sidestepping anymore because the order book is so damn thin. It's ridiculous. So even, yeah, it's because if you look at the Tau stats and then go to Tokenomics, I mean, this is incredible. It's very rare you get something which, with a market cap of so big, of $1.4 billion, and only 10% of the of the float actually circulating free to be bought or sold. Everything else is staked. So literally, only 10.69% is available to be bought or sold, which is why there's no depth in the order book on Mexi, and that's pretty much all you can get it. So yeah, even if this drops down to here or wherever, it doesn't matter. I think it's going to be short-lived. So yeah, just my little 2 cents. We just got to tune in, and I guess, you know, everyone's got, you know, predictions where it's going to go. And the thing I keep saying to, you know, most people is that when in doubt, just have a look at, you know, the previous, you know, bull market. If you'd look at the sort of the top 20 coins, you know, market caps of 10 billion to, you know, 100 billion plus, you know, wasn't far, you know, it wasn't surprising. I can't think of the right word. But even if you like downplay it massively and go, oh, okay, let's say it's an early riser and Kaspa like fizzles out and something else comes and gobbles up its pie, well then let's just use 50 billion, which I think is massively underplaying future market cap. Well, let's say it happens over the next year or two. The circulating supply is probably going to be closer to something like 26.7 billion, something like that maybe. And then you just get your calculator out and go, okay, 50 divided by 26.7. Obviously I'm just rough estimating that circulating supply, depending on when it will be. But it still gives you $1.87. $1.87. And this is like massively underplaying it. So that is the value, that like the real pessimistic value in my personal opinion, not financial advice and all that bollocks. And so the price now is what, like 0.128 cents? So do I give a shit if it goes to 10 cents? No, I don't. It's just another buying opportunity if I had any more spare cash. And then the delta value over here, that's really all the upside. And then you can effectively just do this 187 divided by 0.128 and go, okay, well shit, let's round it down. That's a 14x from where we are now. So strap in. That's it. So hopefully that avoids any sort of confusion from that post. Yeah, all I'm saying is just don't be surprised if we get a bit of a pullback. And yeah, fingers crossed my little fractal model plays out. It's not been far off. I genuinely hope it does what Bitcoin did in 2013 and just buggers off. But yeah, we'll see. Let's just get the popcorn out, folks. Toodles.